The journey to the heartland of the swamp was an odyssey in itself. Mike and Jimmy navigated their way past sprawling cities, crowded airports, and endless stretches of country before they finally reached their destination. The whispering breeze carried the distinct scent of green vegetation and wet earth, a welcome respite from the suffocating smells of civilization. The sacred swamp, widely recognized as the birthplace of swamp funk, was a place where music seemed to echo through the murkier waters, where each water lily served as a bountiful record of the different stories the Grumblers had told. Indeed, the Grumblers were not just a group of anthropologists. They were preservers of history, as well as curators of music that was said to elicit peace and unity among diverse beings. As Mike and Jimmy rendezvoused with the oldest living Grumblers, they were ushered into a world of melodic reverberations and rhythmic beats. The Grumblers looked ancient, their weathered faces carrying stalwart yet assuring expressions. There was an inherent toughness in their wrinkled eyes, giving testament to the centuries they had silently served as narrators of the swamp funk's history. One Grumbler, by the name of Eldon, still carried the very first tambourine used for producing swamp funk, its ornate wooden frame rimmed by vintage brass, as his gnarled fingers gracefully moved over the percussion instrument. They seemed to awaken a deep-rooted rhythm that resonated with the spirit of the swamp. The synchronization of sounds was hauntingly beautiful, a testament to the ebb and flow of energy felt in the swamp itself. Determined to etch their names into the archives of music history, Mike and Jimmy hurled themselves into comprehending the melodic nuances of swamp funk. They listened to Eldon's tales, studied the refined strokes that made the beats unique, and, in turn, guided by the old Grumblers, explored different approaches to creating their song, the Swampfunk Grumblers. With time, they mastered the sequence and rhythm, the distinct highs and lows that made this style of music so meditative yet vibrant. They discovered how certain sounds were drawn from the lapping of swamp water, the rustling of the reeds, and even the croaking of the numerous amphibians that called the swamp home. All these experiences culminated in the creation of an authentic swamp funk ditty, one that encapsulated the very soul of the swamp and paid homage to the Grumblers. The day Swampfunk Grumblers was played for the first time, it filled the air with an energy that was electric. The swamp seemed to vibrate at the rhythm of their melody, a nod perhaps to the authenticity and homage they were able to pay to the swamp funk tradition. In the heartland of the swamp, the two friends did not just make a song, they created a piece of history. Their trip to the swamp didn't just help them compose a ditty, it transformed their lives in music forever.